Break the board sports. It's your boy RJ Cash. Click that like, hit subscribe for us. NBA on the hardwood. Here, let's hop into the slate. First game on the board, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers at the Charlotte Hornets. Now, as far as the injury report goes for this game, Merrill and Garland obviously out for the Cavs. Simpson out for the Hornets. Nothing else really of any substance. The Cavaliers are a 2.5 point favorite on the road. 237.5 is your total. 64% of the ticket count, 63% of the handle going to the over. 36% ticket count, 37% of the handle going to the under. Now, as far as that side goes, 69% of ticket count, equaling 73% of the handle is on the Cleveland Cavaliers. 31% of ticket count, equaling 27% of the handle, is taking the Charlotte Hornets plus the 2.5 here. Cavs 3-6 ATS over their last 9 games. Now, a little bit of flip flop here. Cavs are 5-1 straight up the last 6 versus the Hornets, but over their last 5, they're just 1-4 ATS versus the Hornets. Hornets, though, on the other hand, 11-4 against the spread their last 15, been playing really well as far as the spread goes. They've cashed to the over 4 of their last 5 games, and head to head, Cavaliers and Hornets have went over the total 9 of their last 13. Hornets, though, just 1-4 straight up their last 5 games on the road. Cavs come in 24-20, Hornets 16-27. Going to need 14 more wins out of the Hornets to get that over 30 win total we gave out for a big 5-unit play before the season. Now, these two teams have played twice this year, both in December, both in Cleveland. Hornets won 119-111 in OT, 139-132 there in late December. Again, 237.5. Yeah, kind of a mid-high, kind of a higher number here. I would like to lean over, but just too much there for me to get involved with. Indiana Pacers at my Boston Celtics. My Celtics laying 10.5. 225.5 is the total. 68% ticket count, 29% of the handle going over. 32% ticket count, 71% of the handle to the under. As far as the side goes, 50-50 pretty much on the ticket count, but the money is not. 81% of the money is on the Celtics laying 10.5. 19% of the money is on the Indiana Pacers taking it. Bethune is still out, topping out. Halliburton and Toppin, I mean, they're out for the year. Jaylen Brown's the big one here, though, to watch on the injury report. He has been upgraded to probable, so that's good for the Celtics. Again, just a big number here. Indiana 4-16 over their last 20 and just 3-8 straight up their last 11 against Boston. But the Pacers have been good from an against the spread standpoint. They are 9-3 ATS the last 12 meetings with Boston. Boston 11-5 their last 16. They're just 1-4 ATS at home. I lean Pacers here plus 10.5 there. Brooklyn Nets at the struggling Knicks. Knicks laying 11.5 here in this one. A huge number for a team not playing well. 222.5 is the total. 69% ticket count, 62% of the handle going over. 31% ticket count, 38% of the handle going to the under. Now, Sharp is questionable for the Brooklyn Nets tonight. Knicks should be at full strength. They're here in this matchup. They're getting 48% of ticket count, 51% of the handle. Nets getting 52% of ticket count, 49% of the handle. Brooklyn just 1-7 their last 8. But as I just said, the Knicks are 1-5 over their last 6. Now, the Knicks are 1-7 ATS their last 8 games at home. The Nets have lost 10 straight to the Knicks and are 3-8-1 ATS the last 12 versus the Knicks. Listen, I would like to bite on the Brooklyn Nets here, catching 11.5, just because the Knicks haven't been playing well. I don't think they should be laying this big of a number. But the fact that they've absolutely dominated the Nets, just can't get involved. They beat them by 13 in Brooklyn back in November, beat them by 36 in Madison Square Garden back in early November. So just going to be a pass here. Don't want any parts of that. Memphis Grizzlies here at home against the Atlanta Hawks. Now, the Grizz are laying 2 here at home. Your injury report for this game, Rasheer is the only one out, and Porzingis, he's always out. Now, Jerome for the Grizzlies, he's out for the game tonight. Ty Jerome, Scottie Pippen Jr. out, Zach Edey out, Brandon Clark out, and now Aldama It's looking like he's going to be out as well for the Grizzlies. So a lot there for the Grizzlies from an injury standpoint, laying the 2. Again, 61% ticket count, 44% of the handle, 39% ticket count, 56% of the handle to the Hawks. Hawks are just 1-4, both straight up and ATS over their last 5. Kudos to them getting CJ McCollum, but it hasn't helped in the win department. Grizzlies 3-7, both straight up and ATS over their last 10. Listen, again, just 2 bad teams can't get involved with here in this game. Hawks 20-25, Grizzlies 18-23. They have yet to play this year. Now the Hawks riding a 4-game losing streak into this. Grizzlies coming back from the overseas doubleheader with the Orlando Magic. Not sure how they're going to respond in this spot. So I'll take a pass. Detroit Pistons laying 9.5 on the road at the New Orleans Pelicans. 234.5 your total. 67% of the ticket count, 94% of the handle is going over 234.5. 33% ticket count, 6% of the handle going to the under. Now, as far as that side goes, 61% of bets equaling 88% of the handle is on the Pistons laying 9.5. Now, Chris LeVert, he's questionable with an illness. And then Jones, game time decision for the New Orleans Pelicans. Other than that, everybody pretty much square. 39% of ticket count, 12% of the handle here on the Pelicans. Detroit, 6-1 their last 7 and 13-5 their last 18 on the road. Now, the Pelicans, they've been dreadful. 2-13 their last 15 and just 4-11 ATS in that time frame. However, in the last 9 matchups, the Pelicans somehow are 7-2 against the Pistons. Now, the under between these two teams is cash. 6 of the last 8. There's some 10s starting to pop up. Again, man, you just can't. Pelicans have won 7 of the last 10 against the Pistons. Just can't step in front of this. Listen, I would lean Pelicans plus 10, but just I can't pull the trigger. I don't have the balls to do that. Thunder at the Bucks. Now the Thunder laying 9.5, 226.5 is the total in this one. 77% ticket count, 60% of the handle going to the over. 23% of ticket count, 40% of the handle to the under here. Now, Caruso is out tonight for the Thunder. Jalen Williams is questionable, but indications are he's going to be out. Hartenstein is out. And then the Jalen Williams, the main Jalen Williams, he is out, obviously. Now, for the Bucks, Porter Jr., Kevin Porter Jr., he's questionable with the oblique strain. And then Miles Turner's the big one. He's questionable with the ankle there. Bucks catching 9.5, 226.5 is the total. Now, 39% of ticket count, 22% of the handle is on the Bucks catching the 9.5. Bucks 2-4 straight up their last 6, 3-6 ATS their last 9. But the Thunder mirror them. The Thunder are just 3-6 against the spread their last 9 themselves. OKC, though, 6-1 straight up their last 7. The under between these two teams is cashed 4 of the last 5 matchups that they have gotten into. Bucks, probably my best bet that I'll lean for on the board today. Bucks plus the 10. Not sure if I'll get through the window, but it's my best lean of the day. Last game on the board again. Click that like, hit subscribe. Go to breaktheboardsports.com. Promo code NFL50, all caps. Get you half off your first month. If we're not minimum 5 units up at the end of that, you get 2 months for free. Every play, every sport that goes out to our players. Last night, 5-2 on the board. Raptors laying 4.5 on the road. 56% ticket count, 51% of the handle are laying it with the Raptors. 44% ticket count, 49% of the handle on the Sacramento Kings. Now the Raptors just 2-4 against the spread their last 6 versus the Kings, but they're 11-5 straight up the last 16. And Sacramento 4-2 ATS their last 6, 6-14 over their last 20. Now both of these teams were in action last night. Raptors put up a ton of points. They beat the Warriors 145-127. We had the Raptors in a lean. We also gave out a lean on the Kings. That did not work out. They lost to the Heat 130-117. I will just never figure out how the Kings have so much talent and are so bad. Again, 6-14 over their last 20. But they are 5-2 ATS over their last 7. I would love to take the Kings here. But I just can't. I just can't make it to the window. When you look at the injury report for today, Boyle's game time decision, Poldy game time decision. RJ Barrett may come back tonight. Again, just none I want to get involved in. Again, I would look my leans. Again, the best way to bet the NBA is in game one because of who's in, who's out changes so quick, and big numbers. Just you see crazy spreads in the NBA. Bucks plus 10 would be a lean. Under 226.5 in that game would be a lean. Pacers plus 2.5 would be a lean. The Cavaliers, I would say on the money line would be a lean, but nothing that's going to make me get to the window pre-flop here on this one. RJ Cash Cole, Break the Board Sports, giving you stats, trends, information to help you with your handicap. Whether you fade or follow, I hope you win your bets. God bless and happy handicapping.